Hey, what's up everybody? This is Muth24, and today I'm going to take a look at the 1 to 144 scale high-grade Stargazer Gundam from the Stargazer Gundam miniseries, which takes place early in the Seed Destiny timeline, and quite frankly, it is one of my favorite Gundam media of any kind, only behind probably the 08 MS Team, OVA, and the Turn A Gundam series. Looking at the manual here, we have an awesome shot of the Stargazer Gundam flying through space with all of his rings activated. We've got a little info on the pilot, Celine McGriff, and her co-pilot, Solin Longa. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. There's the Stargazer Gundam itself. And then some cool action poses showing off all the different stuff. And then there's the next kit that was upcoming in the line, the Buku from the Seed Destiny series. Even though it actually appeared in Seed, it didn't get a model until Seed Destiny. You got all the instructions on how to build it and how to pose it on its couple stands, and then just more info on how to get the different poses to be pulled off. While I did go ahead and panel line this kit with a gray fine-tip Gundam marker, there's really not that much that you have to panel line. A lot of this comes as it is right out of the box, and there's not that many areas that need detailing. The colors you're going to get right off the bat are white for the majority of the body, and that's a very unique thing for a lead Gundam, to have white for most of its color scheme. You've got some gray on the chest there, and the arm guards. You've got yellow for the big V-fin and the chest vents, and then you've got some red on the crotch piece and the chin piece, and then a darker gray for the inner mechanics and the arms and hands there. While I have applied the gold shimmery effect stickers to the entire mobile suit, you do get a series of the same stickers but in a flat black in the event that you want to use those. Quite frankly, I can't see why you'd want to, because it just doesn't give the same cool effect, but I guess if you had two of the Stargazer Gundam and you wanted one deactive and the other one in its active mode, you could do that. You also get the red metallic piece for the jewel on the top of the head. The eyes are a sticker. There's a green camera on the top of the head, and that is it as far as the other stickers are concerned. Not that many. So the mobile suit itself has quite a good range of posability. It kind of builds off the Seed Destiny formula that they already had for those kits and moves more towards the 00 current day style. Much like the Strike Noir, you have this interesting double ball joint piece at the shoulder and the body, which allows it to go all over the place. You have a hinge at the shoulder there. You've got a rotation beneath that goes 360, a bend at the elbow that allows it to go about 90 degrees, and then you've got a hinge here at the polycap, which allows it to go back and forth, and then a ball joint inside, which doesn't allow a whole lot of wiggle room, but it does get the wrist to rotate. The head can go back and forth with the whole chicken bob thing, and then there's a ball joint on top, which allows it to go 360. No problems there. The waist joint allows it to go back and forth a little bit. The side skirt armor can go up and down, and then the peg can rotate. The front skirt armor can move up and down quite a bit, actually. There's really not that much hindering it in terms of what's between it and the body. The back skirt armor does not move at all. The legs can go up about that far, back about that far, can bend at the knee, not quite 180, but it's quite a bit further than 90 degrees. The feet have an interesting design. They've got a hinge in the front that goes back and forth, and then there's a ball joint at the bottom that allows the foot to not quite go 360, but it can rotate pretty much all around on either side. And then the back of the legs open up to reveal some little thrusters there. But of course, one of the most defining characteristics of the Stargazer Gundam is the big ring backpack. Kind of looks like a halo. And to attach that, you're just going to take these three little pegs here, pop them into the happy face on his back, and there he goes. So with the backpack attached, you really get an idea of how much bigger he looks. I brought in the 1 to 144 scale no grade Turn A Gundam, and then the 1 to 100 scale Master Grade Shining Gundam, just to compare in size there. And he's pretty much as tall as the Shining Gundam. Actually, The ring is higher than the Shining Gundam's head right now. I don't have the Shining Gundam in his standard pose, but it just gives you an idea of how much bigger he looks with that on. When you do attach the backpack, there are going to be some minor weight distribution changes, but really it's not that bad. I mean, I've got his legs moved around slightly. I guess his toes are off the ground there, but overall not that big of a change as far as his weight is concerned. The backpack itself has a couple points of articulation. It bends here. You can pop this out to extend it a little bit, and then there's a bend here at these two joints. They can either go together or separate, and then you can pop them out and rotate them up here and then swing these around independently from one another. The Stargazer Gundam does come with a small rifle, which I honestly don't recall him ever using in the series. Maybe it's from a video game, or maybe Bandai just included it for the sake of giving him something to fire. You also get the traditional Seed Destiny stand, which comes with the higher up attachment or the lower one, so you can take your pick with that. But you also get the white attachment for the stand with the 3 green rings on it, which is kind of a symbol of the Stargazer, very unique to the suit. And then you've got this metal bar in the center that allows them to just kind of swing back and forth, and that will just stick on the peg on top of the stand. And then, so when you've got the Stargazer Gundam all attached to the effect parts and the stand, I have to say this is one of the coolest looking high grades I've ever seen, and the posability is fantastic. It's a very unique color scheme, and the stickers really emphasize just how unique this mobile suit is, especially for a lead Gundam. The fact that you don't get any other hands is kind of a disappointment. I wouldn't have minded if, you know, Bandai threw in the closed fist hands or maybe some open effect hands, but it is pre-00 kit, so I'm not terribly surprised. The green effect parts do tend to tilt to one side or the other depending on how you get the other ones affixed, so it will kind of tilt that way over time, but you can always bump it back and reposition it. With the ring pieces on the backpack either connected or disconnected from one another, you can pull off a number of poses, and just overall I'd have to say this is one of my favorite high-grade kits ever. I would highly recommend it to anyone, whether you're a fan of Seed and Seed Destiny or not. This is just one of the most unique lead mobile suits. Its high-grade design is fantastic, and I would love to see a master-grade release of this sometime in the future, though whether that happens or not will be completely up to Bandai. Don't forget to rate and comment below, subscribe if you like what you see, and with that, I will see you guys next time.